What up, people? Good morning. It is day 34. I'm sad. I may not look sad, but I am. This is why. I lost my card. E100, day 34. I punched 34 holes in this card. I went to preach earlier today and do a training session. I took the card with me. The card never came back with me. I'm going to get another card. I'm going to punch it 35 times. I'll make up for it. Anyway, just got through the reading. It's 2:20 in the morning. I spent time in the Word, read a little book. I didn't get to do my E100, but the sun went down. The sun is not going to rise before I get day 34 in, and I did. Every day you got to get in the Word, developing good habits. For you guys that have made it to day 34 consecutively, congratulations. Powerful story here about David and Saul. There's many things that I could speak about here, but this is what I'm going to say. Saul had a position as the first king of Israel, and later God raises up David because we kind of skipped through this on this Essential 100, but just to kind of nutshell it, Saul started off real good, and then he started being more concerned about what the people thought instead of truly obeying God. And David, which the confession or his testimony is that he was a man after God's own heart. In Acts 13:36, it says that he fulfilled the will of God for his generation. And he was a true warrior for the Lord. And we know that he did battle and killed Goliath and fought many battles for the Lord. And the people started singing a song that Saul killed thousands, but David killed 10,000s. There's going to be people in your life that God puts in that it's going to seem like they have a greater call, and maybe they're just seem to be prospering or have more favor on their life. Don't be jealous, guys. The 10th commandment is thou shalt not covet. You see other people prospering, celebrate what God is doing in their life. Don't hate. Saul's son, Jonathan, and it talks about in the chapters that we just read, he was next in charge to be king, but he knew that God had called David to take that position. He could have been jealous. And we talk about David for thousands of years, King David. And we've never uttered the words King Jonathan. Jonathan didn't care. He did what God had called him to do. And he supported David, even though he knew that that was his position, his job, his promotion, his success. Don't get caught up in what God is doing in other people's lives. Be faithful with what God has called you to do in your life, regardless of what it is. For some, it may seem easy and you grinding and working hard. Do what God has called you to do. God is not mocked. That what you sow, you're going to reap eventually one day. And Jonathan's family was blessed because of the covenant that he made with David, that he loved and supported him. Where Saul was jealous, chasing David, wanting to kill him. And David had opportunities to kill Saul, it says here, and he didn't. And it says in one part that he ripped an edge of his robe and showed him, when you were asleep, I could have killed you. The Bible says, love your enemies, love those that persecute you. Maybe you're having a hard time with some people in your family, at your job, your neighbor. Don't get caught up with all that drama. Love them and do what God has called you to do. What has he called you to do? Above all else, whatever your ministry is, your business, love your neighbor, love your enemies. And that's pleasing to the Lord. Saul wasn't obedient. It's funny that David didn't kill him, but later Samuel has an encounter with him and says, you've disobeyed God, or previous to that, and said God's going to rip the kingdom. from your hands. Don't let your jealousy and pride cause things to be ripped away from you. But rip unforgiveness and competition and honor God and honor the people that God's put around you. David honored his mentor, and God rewarded him for his dedication and sacrifice. Father, may we not allow our flesh and our personal agendas and desires to get in the way of doing what you said that we should do, and that's to support those with authority over us and those that you have anointed, and be a blessing and not a weight, to be an assistance and not a hindrance to those that you put around us. In Jesus' name. Hey, I got a spouse, I got boss, I got people that I'm under authority. I'm under their authority, and I'm going to honor them, and I'm going to honor those that I have authority over, because that's what's pleasing and well in the Lord's sight. If you see my card with the 34 holes in it, hold it for me. I want that one. If not, I'm going to have to spring 50 cents a dollar and get another one. God bless you guys. 2:30, I'm going to sleep. I got church tomorrow.